many of you believe that national security impacts your lives on a daily basis? Interesting. So with that said, throughout earlier decades, the U.S. government have kept the confidentiality of Area 51 that consists, of Area 51 in general, therefore allowing us to make assumptions of what may be in it. The popular assumption is the UFOs. So growing up, I have family members who were big on being military savvy, especially my step-grandfather. And for the most part, whenever we had get-togethers, the conversation would always be in regards to this popular story, which is Area 51. So by sharing more about Area 51, you will have a better understanding of why it has to remain as a classified and top secret area of crime. So first, I will start off with discussing the background of Area 51. Next, I will discuss its need to have an adequate protection against the enemy. And lastly, I will discuss the benefits of having Area 51. So first of all, how did Area 51 come to existence? In order to comprehend why Area 51 was installed, we will first need to learn more about its background and what it is. According to an article in the Voice Life magazine written by Jen Burns, from around 1945 through about 1955, the historical event that was going on was World War II. The United States military aerial group, back then called the Army Air Corps, who we now formally recognize as the Air Force, and the Central Intelligence Agency, needed a base to perform surveillance activity on Vietnam, Japan, and many more other nations who were not our allies, to prevent surprise attacks such as Pearl Harbor. In order to have these areas under surveillance, the ultimate option was through air. So the Air Force needed runways that were completely abandoned for the airplanes. A Department of Engineers who was led by this gentleman, Clarence Kelly Johnson, and some test pilots were included in the project who would later be known as the Skunk Works. As secrecy remained a purpose in pursuing their projects, they needed a location that was not detectable by the public, but at the same time closer to a major city to have an easy access to supply that would be needed for testing, and Nevada was the place to go. So what is Area 51? According to a How Stuff Works article written by Jonathan Stigland and Patrick J. Kigger, Area 51, which is also known as the Pony Airport and the Group Lake, is a highly secured military installation of the U.S. Air Force and the Central Intelligence Agency, located 100 miles north of Las Vegas, where military research and the development of mass destruction weapons are done and tested. I just finished discussing the background of Area 51 and what it is. Now I will discuss the need of having adequate protection against the enemy. So who is the enemy and when are we able to actually point them out? According to a dark government, so that's what the facility looks like in here. So back to where I was, sorry. According to a dark government website, Lockheed worked with the CIA to develop a plane that could fly at a high altitude and spy on other nations. The U-2 could fly at altitudes of 70,000 feet high and was effective in missions for several years. During the development of the U-2, the CIA and Lockheed realized that they would soon need more advanced aircraft because the Soviet Union's missiles technology rapidly was catching up. That by the 1960s, the USSR shot down, confirming that concern. now that I just talked about Area 51 and its need to be protected against the enemy, now I will discuss the benefits of having Area 51. So what are the benefits of having Area 51? The Air Force still needed a site for radar testing and development of stealth aircraft and exploitation of Soviet-made aircraft, and the U.S. had acquired it. The National Security Council decided that the Air Force should take over the site, that by June 1991, the Air Force worked on stealth and had resulted in a number of projects that summarized the advancement in the technology as there is today. Without the existence of Area 51, their air fighting would not be advanced as it is today. Russia's challenged us in many situations, especially in air projects that were consistently worked on, but we did not give up. So now that you are aware with Area 51's background and its need of having protection against the enemy, and lastly, the benefits of having Area 51, let's wrap things up. So, you are no longer the victims of knowing what Area 51 may consist of, as I once was, and I hope that this topic has interested you to do further research, and maybe not in this topic, but other secret government institutions that are out there that we may not be well informed.